Fasting can be soul draining. I know because I am fasting right now and it's my day 19th today. And I've been thinking, if you are a beginner, it should be, or it probably is, even worse than it is for me, since I've been fasting for the past 28 years. So I made something for you and it's free. Stick around to see what it is. In today's video, I'm going to talk about and actually present what I've made for you to help you on your fasting journey. It is a fasting tracker. You will be able to track your measurements and your weight in the same document. So if you'd like to see how that looks, stick around. But in case you're new here, welcome. On this channel, I talk about prolonged fasting, which for me is anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. I've been fasting for the past 28 years and I think that I have enough experience and tips and tricks up my sleeve so that I can help you on your own fasting journey to successfully start and finish your first prolonged fast. Alright, let's get going. Now, in case you decide to start your own fasting journey, and whatever the length it may be, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 weeks, or maybe just 2 days, it doesn't matter. It is a very good motivational tool to have to track your weight loss in the process. Now, I have been fasting, like I said, for the past 28 years, and from first fast that I had when I was 18 years old, I did it on a dare. All of my family, all of my friends told me that I couldn't do it, and I proved them wrong, and I was fasting for 18 days. Well, even from that early stage, I kept a measurement tracker. So I tracked my weight daily, and I tracked my body measurements every week. So if if now that I'm fasting for, let's say, 3 weeks, I am tracking my measurements for, I think that 5 times. So in the beginning of the fasting, and every week, and then at the end. So yeah, it is a really very good motivational tool, because you will have those bad days when you will want to quit, when you have enough of everything. If you are fasting with Broy's fasting method like I use, you will be fed up with vegetable juices and the teas. By day 19 you will be begging, if you have a time machine, please just, run forward and just let it be day 22 when I can start eating again. And this is where the measurement tracker comes in handy, because you can just open it up and see how much progress you already made. So this is why basically I decided to give you this tool that I am using for the past 28 years. But the thing is that when I was 18, and since, well, 28 years ago, because I did it, I don't know, this week or a week before, I've been using a notebook. And I just wrote down each day what my measurements were, and I wrote down my measurements around my body for each week. So yeah, that's what I made. But since we are fasting in style, I decided to do a stylish measurement tracker. I think that is going to help you to stay motivated, at least to some degree. And the best news is it's free. So you can download it. The link is down in the show notes, and you can download it whenever you wish. So yeah. I will be going to, so the purpose of this video is to, I am looking at my notes that I not forget anything. The purpose of this video is to go through the measurement tracker and to explain to you how it works. It's not very complicated, but you might get lost here and there. So right now we will switch to my screen so you can see what I'm talking about, and we can go over the details of my tracker. There are two options of the measurement tracker. The first is you will have European measurements, so if you are using kilograms and centimeters, this one will be for you. And if you are then you have a different PDF which you will be tracking your not kilograms, your pounds and your inches. So both varieties are available. They will be, I think that in 2 PDFs you can just decide whichever you want. And there are, when you go through pages, you know, you'll see that you have a measurement tracker and that you have a weight tracker. Now, weight tracker is basically really self-explanatory. You jot down your weight every day. You start with day 1, so this will be your beginning weight, and then you jot down weight every day when you are fasting. And if you look at it, you also have here the starting weight up in the left corner, and then the end weight when you will be writing it down on day 22. And all of the days you can write the date and you can write the weight on each day. The only thing that I would like to tell you, or I don't know, emphasize, is that it's best to take your weight and to weigh yourself in the morning, you know, after you've been to the bathroom and before you drink anything, any of the teas or vegetable juice or anything. It's good to weigh yourself, and weigh yourself, this is also something important, weigh yourself on the same spot every day, because I have tiles in my bathroom, and I've noticed that my scale is electronic and it shows, I know, 100 to 200 grams difference depending on which tile I measure myself. It's crazy. But yeah, so if you have such problems, so weigh yourself on different areas of your bathroom or whatever you will be weighing yourself, and then decide where your weight is the lowest, and then stick to that tile throughout the fasting period. So that's it. Yeah, I would just like to inform you that you will be losing a lot of weight in the beginning of the fasting, but as you come to day, I don't know, 10, 12, 13 or 19 like I am now, you will notice that the weight loss is very, very small. And I'm talking about, I don't know, in kilograms, I can tell you 100 to 200 grams per day, if that. So don't be disparaged, just know that that is all of that weight that is getting off, it's your fat stores, and those are the best to lose, I think, in my opinion, because we are all we are all fasting for weight loss, correct? Alright, that's it. And then we will have the weekly measurements, and the weekly measurements is something that we are going to dive into in a little more depth. So you can see here that you have the a little lady drawn, and she has lines all over her body, and this is where you will be taking your measurements. So line number 1, you have number 1 written on it. It is the width of your chest. Now for ladies especially, men, they don't have such problems, but ladies with bigger breasts, just decide where you will go, where you're going to measure yourself, that you will get the biggest you know, difference in weight, in measurements. And then it's probably a good idea to have a bra. I usually weigh myself in the nude, so I know exactly how much I weigh if I don't have any clothes on. But I don't know, if you have bigger breasts, then probably it would be a good idea to have a bra and keep the same bra every morning when you are, not every morning, but every time that you are taking your measurements. So on the first day when you start your fasting, on day 8 when 1 week of fasting has passed, and if you will be fasting for a longer period, then you have day 15 and then day 22. Okay, that's it. Then you will have the 2 and 3 numbers are your width of an arm, and I usually do it like that. So I put my arm like up like this, and then I measure it around the biggest part of my arm. So what's important to say is that every time that you will be measuring yourself, remember where you measured yourself the last time that you were measuring, so to keep the measurement as accurate as you can. Alright, then you have your waist, and that waist, it means that around your belly button. Then you have your lower waist. This is something that I like to do just because I have problems losing weight in my lower abdomen, and it's always puffed up, you know, especially when I'm eating salty food, or I didn't go to the bathroom for, I don't know, 2 or 3 days, which happens to me a lot. And this is something that I would like to see the transformation of when I am fasting, if this is also the part when I'm losing my fat. Then we have hip width. Yes, hips are something that I also like to measure because I have problems in that area as well. And then we have thighs, right thigh, left thigh, and the calves. I would just like to say that the thighs you will probably have some difficulties with because you don't exactly know how to position your measuring tape, but in the end it doesn't really matter, you know, half a centimeter on or off, it doesn't really matter. But you will see that you will be most happy when you are on your second week and you see how many centimeters you dropped, even in your thighs and on your butt. And also, yeah, I have an additional number 11. This is where you can choose to measure yourself or have a measurement of whatever part of your body you would like. I am doing my butt because it's a little different than my hips, so I like to see this lower part of my body, exactly how much centimeters I am losing, because this is usually the part that is very full with fat. Yeah. Alright, it's really nice when you have your measurement tracker filled and you can, calculate how much weight you've lost, how much centimeters you've lost over the entire body or each body part. And I am doing this also with my fasting vlog that I am currently doing for each day, so you can have the measurements for my beginning measurements, and then you have the measurements for week 1, week 2, and then week 3 when I finish. So I will be measuring myself in 3 days, I think, for the final time, and then I will make all the calculations. But if you would like to see how this looks, or how this measurement tracker looks like when it's filled in, you can watch one of those videos. So it is day 8, day 15th, and day 22. As I've told you, the link for the measurement tracker is in the show notes. I hope that you will use it because it is a really good motivational instrument. As I said, it is completely free. But if you will use it, and if it will be in handy, or if it will come in handy, I have a request for you. I love speaking about with people who are fasting or who are thinking about fasting. I love to give them tips and tricks, and I love to hear their side of the story because each person's story is different. So if you have the guts, please send me the before and after picture, because this is something that I am so inspired with, not only with my body, because I have the before and after picture when I see myself in the mirror and I see how my face has thinned and how my fingers are now getting a little thinner and everything. But you know, to see that you helped someone with their fasting period, and did you see the smile on their face when they're measuring themselves for the last time, it is really, really inspiring for me. So yes, if you have any questions and comments, please write them in the description below. And if you have a picture from before or after, I would really like to see it, because I would like to root you on, even in the middle of the fast if you need it, no problem. But I would also like to tell you that if you have any desire to start fasting, please consider two things. The first thing is check in with your physician. Your doctor will have your medical history, and there may be something in your medical history that you're not thinking about, and if you forgot something, maybe he will have an additional advice for you, or you know, something that you will be able to think about when you go home from the doctors. And the second thing, prepare your why. You know, get a list out and just write as many sentences as you can why it would be a good idea for you to start fasting. This will be, along with your measurement tracker, this will be something that was going to hold you up during the bad days. The bad days will come. Usually they are more focused on the beginning of the fast. I usually have them on day 2, 3, 4 probably, and I have them now. I had it yesterday, so day 18 was probably very problematic for me, because I really had such food cravings. It was incredible. But as the fasting is starting to go to the end, you are really starting to think about why I'm doing this. You know, I've been doing it for, I don't know, 17 days. Isn't that enough? Do I really have to make it to 21? It is very helpful to take out that notes that you have been writing and see what was written there. What is your goal? What would you like to achieve? If it was only, I would like to start fasting and I would like to see how it looks, then no problem. But if you have a bad day and you see what you've written, the motivation will spike, you know, the want to continue will be even more expressive. So yeah, write your why and consult your physician. So these are my two tips for you if you will decide to start fasting and you would like to start. And that's it for this video. I hope that it was helpful. Thank you for your time, and again, the link for the measurement tracker is down below and it's completely free. See you in the next video.